잘 받아면 될 것 같고.
한달인 뒤에 갔다는 했어. 왜 이렇게 말라?
먹어도 돼?
이거 해야지 맛있어.
이거지?
오빠 하나 줘.
색깔이.
맛있어.
이거 아예 맛있어.
되게 부드러운데?
Hanging around after last orders, still so far from home. It's like we're burning into embers. The fire burns the cold world. As the days keep rolling on, we're living in hell again. But I still hold you in my heart when these days have been gone. As time goes by, won't keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, won't keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. The weight of the world on your shoulders, always ending up the same. Crescent moons all gone home. We're all fired up, we're tangled up, we're enmeshed to the point and messed up. As the days keep rolling on, we're living in hell again. I still hold you in my arms when these days have been and gone. As time goes by, gonna keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, gonna keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. Time goes by, won't we keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go.
야, 아니다. I took a trip to Bahamas. You told me come on the mama. I was expecting to run around you with somebody else. I took a trip down to Mexico. Maybe with someone when I can.
구독과 좋아요는 필수.